Jrue Holiday over the past decade has consistently been one of the best two-way guards across the NBA, and throughout his 15-year career, we've seen Holiday have a variety of roles for different teams, and Jrue's dynamic skill set plus his unique physical tools has allowed him to consistently be productive in a multitude of different ways, and that's especially been the case this year for the Boston Celtics. Now offensively, Boston obviously loves to shoot a bunch of threes, and over the past 2 years they've taken and made more threes than any team across the league, and Jrue fits into the Celtics system like a glove.
Holiday shoots, three-pointer, it's good.
So far in the playoffs, Holiday is shooting over 45% on all his catch and shoot threes, and most of these looks find him in the flow of the game or off of the gravity of one of Boston's scores. The Celtics love to spread the floor and give their playmakers room to work, and having floor spacers who can knock down these open catch and shoot threes is vital for Boston's offense. Take this play for example. Tatum's going to catch and attack towards the middle, and Boston has 4 guys on the perimeter who are snipers, and once Tatum slightly collapses the defense, it turns into an easy spray out and 3 for Holiday. And on top of that shot making, Holiday also has a good feel of spacing and shifting to open spots. We'll see Tatum here catch in the mid post, and notice how Jaylen Brown at the top of the key is going to cut right down into the paint. But as that happens, watch how Holiday on the weak side is going to shift down towards the corner, giving Tatum a clear passing angle, and Holiday gets this wide open practice shot. And Jrue also has the ability to create and make threes off the dribble, and he finds a lot of these looks in transition. If the defense is sagged back and giving Holiday a cushion off the bounce, he has no problem rising up and knocking down these pull-up threes. And then in the half court, Jrue's again great at playing off the gravity of Boston stars. Watch him here fake this handoff with Brown, causing this defender to completely lose track of the ball, allowing Holiday to dribble into open space and rise up. Jrue also has some pretty dynamic step backs in his bag, being able to use his feet and shoulders to sell the drive, to then separate back out behind the line. This shot here is tough, where Jrue is matched up against the lengthy Evan Mobley, and notice how much ground Holiday covers hopping out to his left, to then rise up and sink this tough contested jumper. Now Jrue is obviously much more than just a perimeter scorer. Off the bounce, Holiday is more than comfortable putting the ball down and creating attacking angles. Off the bounce, Jrue is extremely physical with the ball. Watch him here go through and explode into this drive. And notice how he's going to get this defender to open up his stance by lowering his shoulder and pushing through contact. And once Holiday gets the defense on his hip, there's no chance of pushing him off his driving line. And that blend of guard skills and strength makes Holiday really tough to guard in open space. You'll see him here isolating against Caris LeVert. And watch how easily Jrue works his way into the deep paint. And from this spot, he's got all the shot fakes and pivots to create a scoring window. Look at this play. We again have Jrue playing one-on-one, and watch him simply turn his body and transition into a post-up, where he has the strength and stability to bump his way down and create this easy bank shot. And that low center of gravity also allows Jrue to bully players who are much bigger than him vertically. You'll see him here attack to his left, then veer back into Mobley's body, and he moves him all the way underneath the basket, which gives Holiday all the space on his left side to finish. This play here is pretty crazy, where the 6'4" Jrue Holiday is going to put the 7-foot Evan Mobley in the post and bump him down below the basket. Then Jrue gets this left-hand hook shot like a traditional big man. And if Jrue is matched up with a smaller backcourt player, he's got the ability to turn and sink these jumpers from over the top. So going forward, I think the Pacers are going to continue to have a really hard time matching up with Holiday. Again, his combination of strength and skill makes him a constant mismatch. And throughout this series, I think he's going to continue to get easy buckets game after game. And when playing off the ball, Jrue's also comfortable hovering around the dunker spot, where he's able to get these easy catch and finishes, as well as snag some offensive rebounds.
Instead of conference finals, only thing left is to take home that.
And similar to him spotting up on the 3, Holiday has a very good feel of space and moving to open spots. You'll see Horford here catch and attack along the baseline. And watch how Jrue is going to simply shift up towards the middle, setting up this easy push shot in front of the basket. So as a scorer, Holiday pretty much checks all the boxes. He can space the floor as a spot-up shooter, and generate threes himself off the dribble. Plus, he also has the on-ball skills to put pressure on the rim, and the physical tools to bully and overwhelm a variety of matchups. And Jrue can also effectively play off the ball as both a screener and cutter. That versatility allows Jrue to be productive and thrive in pretty much every lineup Boston goes with. And then most importantly, Holiday is also a very aware and unselfish player. Unless he has a mismatch, Jrue pretty much never stops the ball. In the half court, he always keeps the ball in motion. And in transition, Holiday is great at advancing the ball, which puts a ton of pressure on the defense and allows the Celtics' other stars to cook.
It's quickly Tatum down the other end, scores.
So Holiday has the ability to score and play make from pretty much every spot on the floor, and he's also willing to take a back seat and let the double J's eat. I think offensively, Jrue gives the Celtics everything they need plus more, and we haven't even gone over what I think is the best part of Jrue's game, which is going to be his defense. Similar to his offense, Jrue is comfortable defending and playing from every spot on the floor. And we saw that in full effect in Game 1 against the Pacers, where Jrue was stepping out and pressuring Haliburton into turnovers, and switching up and holding his own down low. Because the Celtics front court depth is a little bit shaky with Porzingis being hurt, Holiday being able to size up and guard Indiana centers is huge for the Celtics defense. And while Jrue obviously doesn't have the best vertical presence, his strength and low center of gravity still makes him a rock in the paint. Watch him here get low and move Pascal Siakam off his spot, which draws Indiana into a turnover. When defending off the ball, Jrue is always aware and putting himself in the right spot.
Barrels in, offensive foul.
When playing in gap, Holiday has really good quickness, being able to slide down and stop the ball, then scramble out to contest the shot. Notice on this play how deep Jrue slides in gap, and once the ball gets kicked out, he's got the mobility to scramble and turn this into a really difficult look. Throughout this game, I also thought Holiday's screen navigation was huge. The Pacers were spamming these Haliburton ball screens over and over again, and Tyrese was getting loose for a bunch of pull-up threes. And because the Celtics typically like to play Horford and drop, there's a ton of pressure on the man guarding the ball to get around these screens. But for his entire career, this has been one of Holiday's main calling cards, where he has both the strength and quickness to keep himself attached to the ball and make these looks way more difficult.
Haliburton, high arcing three.
So defensively, Jrue's ability to cover multiple positions is crucial. I think Indiana's high pace and spaced out offense did give the Celtics some real issues. And going forward, I think Holiday has to be one of the primary defenders on Haliburton. Not only because he's elite at navigating screens, but I think Jrue can also really affect Tyrese with his on-ball pressure. And down the stretch, Haliburton was a little bit shaky with the ball. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you think of Jrue Holiday's game. The Kid's here.